What if you looked at the horizon and saw this? A massive, rolling cylinder of cloud, 1,000 kilometers long, advancing silently toward you. It's not a tornado. It's not the apocalypse. It's one of the most rare and spectacular meteorological phenomena on Earth. But this beauty has a dangerous side. For glider pilots, it's the ultimate roller coaster. For sailors, it can be a sudden, violent storm. So if you ever see it coming, what do? Do you stand and stare, or do you run? If you're in one very specific, very remote corner of the world, you might see a line, a single, faultless line drawn across the entire dome of the sky. As it approaches, that line resolves into something impossible, a colossal rolling cylinder of cloud. A solitary wave, 1,000 kilometers from end to end, moving with the silent, deliberate purpose of a god. This is not a time-lapse. This is not a special effect. This is the morning glory cloud. And it presents the most ancient of human dilemmas, written across the sky. A thing of breathtaking beauty that also speaks to a primordial sense of danger. Do you stand in awe, or do you seek shelter? The answer is not simple, because the morning glory is not just a cloud. It is a boundary. It is a signal. It is both a soaring elevator and a crushing wall of wind. To understand what you must do when you see it, you must first understand what in the world it actually is. Our story begins in a place of stark contrast, the Gulf of Carpentaria. A shallow, warm sea, flanked on its western side by the vast, flat emptiness of Arnhem Land, and on its east by the Cape York Peninsula, a spit of land that gets savagely, relentlessly hot. This geography is the first piece of the puzzle. The morning glory is classified as a roll cloud, a specific and rare type of Farkas cloud, but calling it just a roll cloud is like calling the Grand Canyon a ditch. It is the ultimate expression of the form. Its scale defies belief. Typically 1 to 2 kilometers high, but often stretching for 600 to 1,000 kilometers in length, a distance comparable to the entire length of the United Kingdom. It travels fast, between 40 and 60 kilometers per hour, and it doesn't come alone. It can appear as a single, dominant roll, or in a series of 2, 3, or even 4 waves, marching across the sky like phantoms. So, how does this happen? Think of the atmosphere not as empty space, but as a fluid, a layered ocean of air. The key ingredient is a low-level, stable layer of moist marine air sitting over the Gulf. Now, we need a trigger. During the late afternoon on the Cape York Peninsula, sea breezes from both the Coral Sea to the east and the Gulf to the west collide in the interior. This collision creates a disturbance, a ripple in the atmospheric fabric. As night falls and the peninsula cools, this ripple begins to propagate eastward, sliding out over the warm waters of the Gulf like a stone skipping on a pond. When this atmospheric ripple, the solitary wave, hits that stable marine layer, it acts as a plow. It forcefully lifts the moist air. The air cools as it rises, condensing into a cloud right at the crest of the wave. But the motion doesn't stop there. The air continues over the top and sinks down the other side, warming and causing the cloud. This process is so perfectly tuned in the Gulf of Carpentaria each spring, September to November, that the morning glory becomes semi-predictable, a seasonal specter awaited by a dedicated few. For one particular group of people, the appearance of the morning glory is not a warning siren, but a starting gun. These are the glider pilots, the cloud surfers. To them, Burketown, Queensland, is a pilgrimage site, the mecca of motorless flight. They don't run, they don't hide, they chase. The morning glory cloud is more than a meteorological curiosity. It is a whisper from the atmosphere, a rare moment when the invisible, fluid dynamics of our planet become visible on a staggering, humbling scale. It reminds us that beauty and power are often two sides of the same coin, that the sky is not a passive ceiling, but an active, breathing entity capable of profound sculpture. It asks us not just to look up, but to understand what we are seeing, to read the sky. Because knowledge is the only thing that transforms a terrifying force into a breathtaking spectacle and tells you, with clarity, in that moment of decision, whether to reach for your flight controls, or for the mooring lines. So, if you ever find yourself under that long, lonely line in the sky, you'll know. You'll know what it is, the engine that drives it, and the choice it lays before you. You'll know whether to run or stay. Thanks for watching, like, share, and subscribe. See you in next video.